than Rosecrans. I was eating at Louis Burgers when I wrote that. Back to reality, writing our Grammy speeches. We global now, this shit is full circle like Southern Peaches. I'm still fighting with my inner demons. I still haven't found what I believe in. On the spectrum of darkness, I'm on the deep end. I'm trying to find a pattern to the sequence. I'm so in my direction like a seamstress. I'm dressed for the reaper, I've been weeping. Watching the Grammys on Graham in the cannon. How we focused on Grammys, we ain't established. I walk the thin line, but I'm unbalanced. I'm a student of time, but I can't manage. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. My intention was illmatic, but gave you reasonable doubt. In purgatory, waiting on the outcome. I'm lukewarm, got me in the middle like Malcolm.
Now how come they still can't see? I got potential to be threats to these niggas, I'm a walking grenade. When I revisit my city, they might just throw a parade. They also seething, just look at how they throw salt on my name. Don't think it's a game, my plan is in action. In every beat I've been snapping, I came a long way from rapping. None of my niggas need trapping. Put that on Star, Ham, and Border. These niggas drive past them a bottle of water. Worry about the next man when your shit not in order. We talking future like Hendrix. Know if I said it, I meant it. Ready to make them decisions to ensure that we winning. This shit straight sound like a Bentley. Sound like them cookies on Christmas. Sound like girl, show me them titties. Sound like you with it, I'm with it. Sound like we rapping or spitting. Sound like I need to stop before the microphone get hot and make them fucking speakers pop. Damn.
Here we go. You are now listening to Random Ramblings with Rob. Yay! Yeah! Look at it. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
What is up, everybody? This is your boy B-Rob, and I am back with another edition of the Random Rounds with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week and listening to my show. And if you're a new listener, I also thank you for taking a chance and listening to my show. Thank you, big thank you to Sir Jon Lee. You heard the opening track to the show here. The name of that is Finn, the Human. For those of you who aren't familiar with professional wrestling, there's a wrestler that goes by the name of Finn Balor, and he has like say split personality or whatever. He's like the Hulk, but mini size or whatever. You get all frustrated and angry, then he turn into another character and shit. Actually, he don't turn into shit. He just go put some face paint on and some tassels and all kind of other shit. But that's par for the course. Thank you to Sir Jon Lee for lacing us with that track. Thank you to Sir Jon Lee for letting me be a part of his album, which, as I record, dropped today, October 27th, 2017. He Eats with Wolves is the name of the album. And it's a great album, man. I got to know Sir Jon Lee over the past year here, and it's just cool to see, you know, the progression, the forward momentum that has been going on within the past year that I've been knowing this dude. Good dude, good head on the shoulders, very talented, as you heard from that marvelous track that had some cameos on there by me and another dude on there. I forget his name. But yeah, man, it's great. I made my worldwide debut in the musical genre, the hip hop genre, the rap genre. So yay, I'm famous now. all the money is going to be coming in, and I'm going to be buying all kinds of podcast equipment and everything and all that frivolous shit. I'm buy platinum coated dinosaur eggs for breakfast or whatever. Yeah, I mean, you know how I do. I'm speaking gibberish right now. I'm randomly rambling. It's the late night hours here on a Friday. I usually record on a Saturday night, but as soon as I finish chopping this up, I'm post date this for Sunday because I gotta wake up and get my ass on the road. Gotta attend a funeral. My sister's husband died, so that's a thing. So I gotta go be there for the fam down there in Louisiana. Still debating if I want to go down there and just stay around for the weekend or just come back, because back on this side in H-Town, where the Houston Astros just beat the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-3, and they are now up 2-1 in the World Series. I got in-laws flying in from Virginia to stay down here and everything, so got that going on. And then yeah, man, this is my off days. Now I'm working a couple of extra hours and I'm traveling up and down the goddamn road. And hey, man, you can't tell nobody not to drop dead so you can have some off time or whatever. But it is what it is. Man, speaking of music and everything, your boy Zyme, former guest of the show, he also dropped an album today that is October 27th called Nuclear Winter. It's nuclear. I got this draw, I got a slang or whatever the fuck, so I probably said nuclear and everything. But that came out today. Didn't know about it. I just found out like an hour before I started recording this. So I got you a bonus track from Zyme featuring Venus Versace. Also, another former guest of the Random Ramblers with the Rob show. That was a very awkward pause. And that track is called Big Lights. I already played you an opening track by Sir Jon Lee. I'm going to go ahead and play this track right now by Zyme featuring Venus Versace. And we're going to keep the party rolling right after that song break. So let's get into that right now.
These questions and I'm lacking answers. Yeah, the bigger picture got a little bigger panorama. Tony Montana got them Hollywooders coked up. I just cut my hair, homie, I'ma rock a bow cut. Early morning breakfast and I'm sipping on mimosas. I got in the game like an 86 controller. They try to build a border but my people floated over. Thought that I told you that it's game over. Slamming doors in the Ferrari Testarossa. Posted on the sofa sipping cola with some Jack, don't yak. Rolling doja with diplomas, going supernova while you doing yoga. Try to tell me how to live better, cállate la boca. I might fly out to Hawaii just for the aloha. About to get it poppin', just like Coca-Cola. I can see my dreams and they only getting closer. The big lights, all of this feels right. This is my real life.
I do not got the questions. Do not tell me what what to do, I'm open for suggestions. Got some water for my lemon, revving up my engine. Got some waffles in my wallet, no they not from Belgium. Welcome to the party, it just started at 11. No one kill my vibe, cause I be resurrecting. Everybody talking about me, might as well be trending. Not impressed with all the money that you say you spending. The realest one you ever met, no I ain't pretending. Tokyo, Dubai, the adventure's never ending. Bending all the rules, cause I was meant to break them. Tell them that I'm coming, baby, this is an invasion, yeah. I'ma kill it like I said I would, yeah. You ain't doing what you said you would, yeah. I'ma kill it like the Zodiac. Working hard non-stop, I am an insomniac.
The big lights, all of this feels right. This is my real life. The big lights, all of this feels right. This is my real life. The big lights, all of this feels right. This is my real life. The big lights, all of this feels right. This is my real life.
Look at this, man. I'm going into music overload. So you got the title track by Sir Jon Lee, Finn. Then you got some Zyme on the backside featuring Venus Versace, Big Lights. And just to keep the music flowing and reverberating through your speakers and everything, my guest this week is a musical guest. He is from India. And I heard him for the very first time on the hashtag Blackout podcast. Shout out to Jay and Jared over there doing their thing, putting hooks, rubs, and spices all over their love boxes and tapping them so gently and vigorously at the same time. So I heard they do a mic check segment over there to where, you know, people submit them music so they can listen to it and give them some constructive criticism, some feedback on how they can improve it, or just even how they like the song. They don't really tell them that they dislike it. They just, just kind of give them some ammunition to fine tune their craft. So I heard Sanjay, which is the artist's name. I tried to do some build up and some anticipation before I announced his name, but I just said it outright. So there that shit went. But Sanjay, I heard him over there. He had a song called Time Machine. And thought it was very interesting because, as I said, he's from India. And English is not his first language. So he's doing his rapping in English. So he has his accent and everything. And it's, I don't know. He needs to work on it. He obviously knows that he needs to work on it. He hasn't even really been introduced to hip hop for a very long time. What you'll hear in the interview is, he only found hip hop, 3 years ago, if that. So, I mean, all this is a new concept to him, finding this genre of music, this American music, and, finding some interest in it. He's doing everything from scratch right now. He's just finding the music. He's, just budding in his interests into, different music and everything. And, he's taking a stab at it, he has no musical background from what I understand. He did write stories. And, if you listen to the content, which you'll hear here in the bonus content section or whatever, it's just that he's telling stories, so when you hear it, there's going to be some adjustment and everything because this dude is an amateur artist. He's from another country and English is not his first language. So don't sit here and try to shit on dude music or his damn art, because I've said it before. I told him also that the content is there. And, he even said that he's still trying to figure out how to, put his words to music, just kind of how to ride the beat and everything. So come in with an open mind. I know I just laced you with 2 fire tracks here at the beginning. And when you get to the end for the bonus content section, you know, it's a whole new world, you know, so just be prepared for that. Also, speaking of hashtag Blackout Podcast, we got a voicemail from Jared, and I'm gonna play that right now.
Hey Rob, Jared from the hashtag Blackout Podcast. We're listening in, hashtag podding your episode. And yeah, I left a message beginning of the episode. So thanks for playing that. Shout out to you as well and all your listeners. And yeah, you cut me off before I finished my episode. Before I had finished my message. So, really irks me, man. I want to know why you cut me off, you know? Were you tired of listening to me? Likely. Was it that your daughter said that I was boring? Even more likely. Were you just ready to go ahead and get your show on the road? Yep, probably. Anyway, same thing. Shout out to you and your people. That's a great episode too. Great to hear about his life, his story, his music, and beyond, and his music in general. Anyway, holla at you. Peace. Oh. Looks her up the spice all over you, everything, meat and whatnot. We're blacking out.
Hey, Jared, you can't get mad at me because goddamn Google Voice cut you off. You totally understand because you also use Google Voice on your show. And I have called many of times. And you know, goddamn well, you get lost in your train of thought and you fucking forget you're being timed and the shit just cut off at a moment's notice. So you can't put that on me. That's Google Voice. You need to write a letter to Google Voice or open letter, how people be doing on fucking Twitter, to Google Voice and be like, hey man, take the restrictions off. Uncuff me, motherfucker. Let me record all the audio that I want on the motherfucking voicemail line. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call you right now and leave a voicemail.
Podcast hotline.
Yeah.
If you want to be part of the show, please.
I'm gonna use that pound button.
Give us a suggestion.
Hey, don't be mad at me because goddamn voicemail cut you off. I'm calling you right now while I'm recording my show, and I'm telling you that you can't blame me for that shit. It's Google Voice fault. You rant and you rave and everything, and you say the things that you got in your mind, and sometimes it's not really clear because you just call on the whim and everything, and damn, you just start spitting rhetoric and all kind of other malarkey out of your mouth, and goddamn, you forget you're being timed, and the shit just cut off. So you can't blame that shit on me, and I ain't gonna make this too long because I'm recording my episode right now as I'm recording on your voicemail, and I already left you a voicemail or two for your new episode. So with that being said, we blacking the fuck out and hooks, rubs, and spices on your automated keyboard messages. All right. So there you go. You got a voicemail preview for one of the episodes of the hashtag Blackout Podcast. Anyway, like I was saying, I was going to play Jared voicemail. And did I do that? Because I'm kind of off kilter right now. I'm doing too much shit. I'm playing music, doing voicemails. Yeah, I already sent him a voicemail. No, I already played this voicemail. God damn it. I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew. I'm all jittery and shit. I work a 12-hour day today. Then I had to go to Walmart, which it's no problem going there, going to Walmart. The Astros winning, so I'm kind of buzzing about that. It's the only other team that I give a pass to. No, it's the only team I give a pass to because Louisiana teams are my team and the other teams are inferior. But Astros get a pass because 1, Louisiana ain't got no Major League Baseball teams. And 2, I have nostalgia. I have fond memories of Astro World. So Houston the freaking Astros, they get a pass. And voicemail, Hoppy Rogers. Got one from him, some inspiration, some words from the man, the myth, the voicemail king, Hoppy Rogers.
Hey, what up, Red Box? What up, Bluebell Ice Cream? What up, Green and everything else? I was gonna have Mrs. Hoppy call in and leave a voicemail, but she's so far in the country, down there by Fort Knox, that, ain't no cell phone service. I'm talking none. I'd get a dick tease every now and then. As soon as I'd try to get on the internet, it'd cut right back off. But, you know, the young me would be so pissed at me right now, 'cause young me was all about fucking a million bitches. And, you know, once we get some fame and, stature, we're gonna fuck even more bitches. And now that I'm here and I got groupies, I don't want them. And I don't see them 'cause I love one woman. And it's crazy how shit changes as you get older. But, it's been a great weekend for me. Just farting around with her, having fun, chilling. And, today I was helping my dad move lumber and stuff. Just a good old father-son day. It's been a great weekend, man. And, didn't need no glittery shit. Didn't need no expensive liquor. Didn't need no flashy cars or nothing like that. And, man, that's life, y'all. Find love and peace. I mean, go for your dreams and stuff. Like, I'd love to go to LA and hit the film festivals and all that, but, you know, at the end of the day, if I fail on that shit, and I just got Mrs. Hoppy and some love and peace and enough money just to have some food and a roof, I'm good. And I hope y'all meditate on that shit. Love y'all.
Yeah, thank you for the words of wisdom, Mr. Rogers. It's your neighborhood, baby. Keep doing things, keep pushing forward and getting to your goals and living life, man. Now, I done rambled my mouth. I done gave you a prelude and everything. So let's get into the episode with my guest, Sanjay, on the Ramblers with Rob podcast. Sorry if I'm keeping you up late, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, what is my timing right? Is it about like 9 o'clock or something like that?
Yeah, it's 8:41 right now.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. It ain't too late. But,
yeah.
But yeah, man, I want to chat with you a little bit. I heard a little ditty that you submitted over to the hashtag Blackout podcast for the mic check section called Time Machine.
Yes.
And the song was interesting to me because I've never heard anybody try to rap with from, I guess, your region of the world or, you know, with your accent. So I just found it intriguing. So I wanted to reach out and talk with you, see what's behind the microphone, what's your motivations and everything to why you decided to make music.
Yeah, the thing is actually like people in India, we do rap, but usually we rap in Hindi. And, you know, usually the singers and rappers in India, we don't like, they don't really release albums as such, like in West. It's actually for the film industries. The film industry in India is usually like musicals.
Okay. For like what we would know here, like Bollywood or something like that.
Yes. And like why I started rapping is like 3 years ago, I was like introduced to hip hop. I think the first artist I was introduced to was like, I think Eminem or Nas.
Okay.
And you know, I found rap like really interesting because you know, like no offense to anyone, but like when you hear pop music or something like that, you can't deny that, you know, pop music has that one particular chorus, that 4 lines that keep repeating again and again 10 times like throughout the song, right?
Yes.
But you know, rap interested me because like you know, there are like so many verses. There are like 3 to 4 verses, and every verse has like it has so much content, so much lyrics and wordplay, and you know, etc., etc. That's why, you know, that just inspired me to write my own stuff.
Okay, so you were more intrigued by the complexities of it and how different it was from, you know, what you're used to hearing on your side of the world.
Yes. Like, you know, you can say a story through rap, something like that.
Okay, cool. I mean, I know you say you've been introduced to rap, within the past 3 years or whatever, but had you been writing prior to, like any poetry or, spoken word or anything like that?
Yeah, I used to write a lot of stories when I was small. So yeah, I think that helps. Yeah, because most of my songs, they're like, have you heard any of my other songs?
No, I haven't went through the catalog yet. I just heard a Time Machine from the hashtag Blackout. I know you have a YouTube page because that's where I reached out to you through. But yes. I haven't been back through everything. Usually when I do these interviews or anything, most people try to be professional and do research and dig into people's background and everything. I just usually go into this stuff blind because, that's just what I do. But now that you mentioned it and brought it up, I will go back.
Thank you. So the thing is, I have a few songs called Butterfly Effect or Broken House or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm really into storytelling rapping. Like, if you check out Butterfly Effect, it has 3 verses, and all the 3 verses are about it's about different stories. It's about people whose life completely changed because of one certain small event. Okay. So yeah, that storytelling part really helped me a lot in rapping also.
Okay, cool. Since you're being influenced by a lot of American music and everything, have you ever been to America?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, you got to wait for that tour to pop off and everything, right?
Yeah, I hope.
But when I heard the Time Machine track on the hashtag Blackout podcast, shout out to Jay and Jarrett for playing your music. The only thing that I don't know if you listened to the episode after.
Yes, I did.
Because the current episode, I left a voicemail talking about your particular song that was played on the episode previous. Now, the only critique I have for it is because I don't know if it was because of your accent and everything. It felt kind of rushed to me. I mean, I can understand everything you were saying. I mean, the clarity is there. Mm-hmm. The content is there. I really enjoy what you was talking about, but I just kind of felt like you were moving a little too fast for the music.
Yeah, I actually agree in that. The thing is, you must have heard even in that podcast that I've actually been for 2 years I actually wrote acapellas, without any beats. Okay. So I only recently started writing and rapping with beats. Okay. So
it's an adjustment period, pretty much. I think,
yeah. So that's I guess that's the problem for me. Because the staying in the beat and all that stuff,
Okay. Yeah, but
hello.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry.
But as we said, even Jay and Jared said the same thing. I'm saying the same thing too. I mean, the content is there. I mean, what you're talking about, we understand and we can relate to it, and I think that's the basis of good music. It's just once you work out the kinks, because I understand you just starting and everything, and nobody's a pro overnight, so. One, I commend you for doing what you're doing and following the path, towards something that you have interest in. So I can't fault you for that. You're doing way more than whatever the hell that I'm doing. So
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Your English is very good, and I don't know too much about your region of the country, of the world, or whatever. But is that English the secondary? I know English has to be the secondary language, but do more people speak English than you do Hindi?
No. English is obviously the second language, and there are a lot of people who don't know English. It depends on the region, really, because in India we have lots of languages, so so yeah, it depends on the region.
Now, I got this question because I'm a professional wrestling fan or whatever. Have you ever heard of a pro wrestler named Jinder Mahal?
No, I'm not into wrestling. Sorry.
Okay. All right. I was just throwing that out there because he's, the current, champion of the promotion that I watch, and he's, billed from India, but he's actually from Canada.
Oh. I've heard of this one, the Great Khali.
Oh yeah. He used to they in the same camp there. Now you've heard of Great Khali, but not Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, Great Khali is like pretty famous in India, so.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I've heard. Like, what's his level of famous? Like, matter of fact, I mean, since I'm a layman to your side of the country or whatever, who is probably the most famous person outside of your political leader there in India?
You mean like in celebrities?
Yes.
That would be, I think, Shah Rukh Khan. He's an actor, a Bollywood actor.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that guy up. And
okay.
So, on a scale of 1 to the guy you just mentioned, where does the Great Khali sit at?
I would say like 5. Oh. He's not that famous in India, but he's famous.
Famous enough.
Like, yeah.
Oh wow, man! I mean, that's crazy to think about because here on this side of the world, it's like people know him because of professional wrestling, and he's done a couple of American films here in America. So I mean, people know him in small circles that way. But we would never think that he would be like a top 5 or even sitting in the top 10 as far as celebrity goes here.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy to me.
Yep.
But speaking of celebrities and actors, anyway, I mean, it's more of an educational process for me. We got the top celebrity star that you just mentioned here a couple minutes ago. Who are your favorite actors from your region of the world?
Yeah, that would be Shah Rukh Khan, like I said. And there's another actor called Ranbir Kapoor.
Okay.
And an actress, there's an actress called Deepika Padukone. So yeah, I like her a lot.
All right. It's as much as I'm trying to spell these correctly, I am writing it down.
Do you know any Indian actors?
Not so much. I mean, see, this is where it gets weird because, like, on our side of the world, we only used to. Well, for me, I can only speak for me. I can't speak for everybody else. What I'm used to seeing is just stuff from movies on your side that we take as comedy stuff, bloopers and just stuff that's overly exaggerated. Because I seen this a clip from one Bollywood film. It was just a clip. I think I seen it on Instagram or something like that. So it wasn't that long. It was a guy. He was like running around beating up some people, and he would jump like, I don't know, he had like super jumping ability, and he would stop and he would slap the shit out of somebody, and it would flip across the screen and fly out into the water. It was just like over the top extreme stuff. It was nothing of substance really. It was just like, to us over here, that's comedy. So,
yeah. And to be honest, like, even I hate Indian action films because of this particular reason. It's like, very, very, very exaggerated.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the only thing that I've noticed and seen. But there is one film that I'm trying to track down. I mean, I think it was only in Hindi. It's called The Sultan. And the only reason I wanted to see it is because it had a martial artist in there, American guy by the name of Maurice Crump in it. Oh. And it was a freaking MMA movie, and it was I guess a big star over on your side of the world.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh, was it good? Because I haven't seen it yet. I really want to see that because I tried to download it, and it was all in Hindi, and like I only got through the first 5 minutes of it because I didn't have subtitles. Oh,
yeah, the movie was good. I really liked it a lot. Yeah, and even the story was like pretty interesting.
Yeah, because it gave off that vibe from the previews and everything I seen. Because the American actor that was in it, the black guy Maurice Crump, he was promoting it here on this side. So I mean, I got to see some of the obviously some of the parts with him in it, but some of with the main actor and everything. So I want to see that movie. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it in English or subtitled so I can try to enjoy it.
Okay.
But like, as far as, stars that I know of in that region, they wouldn't be exactly from India, but I like martial arts, and they got some good people that come out of that region of the world, and film companies that do martial arts very well on that side is, I like Tony Jaa. He made the series of films called The Protector and, Umbak.
Yeah. I think he's, Thai or Vietnamese. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I enjoy all the movies that he do because he's, I don't know, I can't really understand the acting, but he conveys a lot with his emotions, his facial expressions and everything. And his martial arts skills are phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Was he the guy in this thing? I think it was called On Back 2 or something like that.
Yes. That's exactly the movie is. Umbak 1, 2, and 3. And it was all good.
I think I've seen only the 2 and 3. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. My friend, you need to see the first one. You need to see the original. The second one, is okay.
Yeah.
The second one is okay at best. The third one is more trying to tie off the story than actually, pushing the action like the other two films did. But the very first Umbak film is the one. That's the best one. So
cool, I'll see it.
So I'm over here taking notes on your famous stars and everything. You should be taking notes of my famous movies on your end.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But what else? It was another film studio. They produced, because anything I'm about to say to you is going to be martial arts based. It was another film studio. They produced 2 movies called The Raid. One was The Raid Redemption, and the other one was The Raid 2, and I forget what the subtitle was. But those two, if you like martial arts movies, because I know I'm throwing a lot of them at you, those are a good set of movies there. The action is just like really nothing I've ever seen before. I've seen scenes to where a dude grabbed a man by the face and he just smashed his head into a light bulb and then down the wall all the way down till he hit the floor. Just crazy things like that. I mean, it's not exaggerated as in the movies that we were speaking about earlier, but it's made to be more realistic.
Yeah. And yeah, the realistic thing is cool. It makes you like get more into the movie.
And the thing when you get those guys and girls and they're doing that stuff, these stunts, how they make it look so real is just like, it makes you wonder how the hell did they do that without actually doing that?
Yeah, like how did they get hurt or something like that,
Yeah, because I seen another movie called Ip Man with Donnie Yen, and
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great movie, right?
Yes.
When he was fighting the 10 men in the arena, he grabbed a dude, pulled him into split position, then he stepped on his hip and bent his leg up. I was like, how do you even film that or even do that?
Yeah.
It's just freaking crazy. But anyway, I can talk about martial arts and all kind of crazy movies all day. Talking about you, man. What else are you into, dude? I mean, I know we talking more about your music and you're just starting out and trying to figure things out and everything. But what else are you interested in beside the music?
So currently I'm like in a university and I'm studying multimedia and animation.
Oh shit, man.
So yeah. I'm a lot into game designing, so it's kind of like if I don't blow up in music or something like that, I'll be doing game designing. Yeah. And
now, is it console gaming? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I was asking if it was.
No, sorry. You were asking.
I thought it was console gaming or mobile gaming.
As of now, like we just started learning it this semester.
Okay.
So right now they're just teaching us mobile gaming.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I'm also like I like making comic books. I used to like draw comic books too. So yeah.
Oh man,
I'm a lot into the creative side. Yeah.
Yeah, you like to. You kind of like how I am. I like to make my own things rather than looking to someone else's stuff. Yeah, because like if I see something and I like to be like, all right, I think I can do that, but I want to do that in my own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's cool, man. You doing all kinds of things that I like. Animation and stuff. I mean, not that I can draw or anything, but I like looking at it.
To be honest, even I'm not good at drawing, but I can draw little cartoons and stuff. So I can manage comics and stuff like that.
Okay. So man, I mean, and you're just starting out in that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, man, all this is just like a fresh journey to you. I mean, how old are you?
I'm 20. I turned 20 this year.
Okay, yeah, man, you're a young man. You got all kinds of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, man. You got a path in music, you got a path in animation and multimedia. Man, you are set, dude. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You gonna master that shit, and you gonna be good to go.
Yeah, I hope. Thanks.
Yeah, man. If you believe it, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
so what kind of music are you into?
I like all the things. I primarily listening to R&B, but I do like rap, and there's even other genres that I enjoy. I enjoy some country music.
Yeah, even me.
Yeah, I enjoy. It has to be. It's not like I can't listen to. I don't have a particular album that I like. I just like certain songs. Because I mean, country can get you kind of low.
Yeah.
But I listen to rock, pop, whatever, man. It's just long as it sounds good, I listen to it.
Mm-hmm. That's same. But I'm personally not a big fan of like the new rap that's coming out, like mumble rap and trap music and all that.
Oh yeah, man, you are on the same side as most of us.
Yeah, I mean, and the confusing part is like I hear so many people complaining about mumble rap sucks and why are they even blowing up, and I don't understand that. Like when so many people are complaining, why are they still famous? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's kind of confusing. Yeah,
I know, I understand exactly what you're saying, but like when it comes to things like that, it's just like I try to step back and look at the world as a whole. I mean, there's billions and billions of people on Earth, and
that's
just to think that like in our own little sectors and everything or whatever, it's like we can have thousands of people that are like-minded, or even hundreds of thousands, and that's not even scratching the surface of the overall total of the Earth. So it's just like now I can kind of see why they're still famous and everything, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
but a lot of that stuff is just more the beat than the actual content and everything. Because I mean, what we spoke about earlier, content. That's what makes music relatable. The thing that the artist is speaking about. But if you can't understand what the artist is speaking about, I mean, I don't understand how you relate to the music.
and it's kind of like they talk about the same stuff in all their songs. It's all about, there would be a Lamborghini and, they'll be throwing off some money all around and there will be girls dancing around them. Like, it's kind of the same in every song, I feel, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. I mean, and I believe it's just more of the allure than the actual music, It's like people want money. So if you have money, people are more gravitated toward you. So, I mean, that could be another thing. And then it just the overall orchestration of the music itself, not so much the rap portion of it, but just the beats, the instruments and everything. People are attracted to that. So if a song got a good beat, it doesn't really matter what the person is saying sometimes. It's just a banging beat. So I don't know. I mean, music is weird. I mean, it's subjective, I guess. I mean, you like what you like. I mean, I don't know. See, but
I mean, like I might like something and you might not like that. It depends on people to people, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Even some of the songs about from the same people that we're talking about now, the ones that don't make any sense. There's maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4 songs from them that I like. I don't understand why I like it, but see, it's more the stuff that we was talking about.
It's probably because like, when you listen to like, lyrical miracles like Tupac or Nas or Eminem, you have to listen to the lyrics. But it's kind of like when you listen to these rappers, the ones which we were talking about, you don't really have to pay attention to what they're saying. You can just, put on your headphones or, pump the music and just chill and do whatever you want.
Yeah. It's more like what some people do is to like they turn the TV on just to have background noise. They're not so much interested in what's going on as long as something on in the background. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's another way to look at it, man. See, we can come up with all kinds of possibilities why this shit is happening. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, it's interesting to talk about. My mind is floating all over the place thinking about different things to why people actually like some of that stuff. Cause I seen like they even got a lot of what they calling them, SoundCloud rappers. I mean, and nothing is wrong with people that produce music and put it out on SoundCloud. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But it's like a certain group of them that's gaining all kind of publicity and everything because they're doing outrageous shit. Like they tattooing their faces. They just run around. Yeah, they run around.
They have those weird, colorful hair.
Yeah, the colorful hair. They're running around with tight clothes on and shooting guns and just doing absurd shit. And I don't understand that.
Yeah.
But it's more of a, I guess. Also, yeah, go ahead.
And also I guess it's because it's famous because like, let's say you hear a really nice song. It's like really emotional, etc. Although you like it a lot, you're not gonna share it to a lot of your friends. But let's say you hear a bad song, and it's so bad that it's actually like really funny, and you share it to all your friends, and you're like, look at this crap. So I guess that's the way it kind of spreads. Like you start making fun of it, and then it spreads, and that's how they blow up. I guess that also has something to do with it.
Oh, yeah. I never even really thought about it like that. You're exactly right.
Because there's an artist in India like this, and she sucks. And, that's how she blew up, though. Just because people were making fun of her and she blew up.
Yeah, that's like here in the States, they got that girl, that Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's making all kinds of money now just because of that one infamous clip of her just acting a certain way.
Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe I need to go act an ass somewhere so I can be famous.
Yeah.
And I think another thing is it's generational too. I mean, I guess we're in a current generation of kids to where they enjoy that type of shit for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a few Reddit posts, etc. Like, I'm personally a fan of old school music, old school hip hop.
Yeah.
But I saw a Reddit post or something, and a lot of newer generation were like, we like new school music, like trap music and all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just like my kids or whatever. I know they listen to a lot of the newer stuff, some of the stuff that we're speaking on right now. But I know particularly with my oldest kid, I only listen to older music around her. So when I go through her phone and her playlist, she got a lot of older music in her phone and everything. So I can appreciate that and everything.
Yeah.
My son, I don't know what the hell he listened to. I caught him try to daggone dance in the kitchen, like break dance, like pop lock and everything. He thought nobody was in there, but I was in there watching him. But I don't know. It's just, like I said, we'll talk in circles around this thing. We trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But you found hip hop 3 years ago. What other things have you found here from the American culture that you kind of enjoy?
I really enjoy the movies. Because, I already told you the reason. Indian movies are like really exaggerated at times.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, mostly music, and also the shows. The Hindi TV shows are they are not exactly bad, but they can get like very, very melodramatic,
Okay.
and very, very cheesy. But America has really cool shows like Friends, and now even we even have these Marvel shows and DC shows.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoy those a lot. Yeah, so I like American shows.
Okay. Right now, as of current, what's your favorite American TV show and your favorite American movie?
Recently I've started watching Grimm. I don't know if you have heard about it.
Oh yes, man.
Yes.
We watched it. We watched
I
it.
know it's pretty old, but I recently started that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not too far behind. I think it just ended a season ago, so you were able to binge it then, right?
Yeah, I'm on season 3 currently.
Oh man, that's great. We watched that show from season 1 when it was actually on the air all the way up until it ended, this last season. So I mean, it's a good show. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of Grimm, I don't mean to cut
movies.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
But if you enjoy Grimm, there's a show that's currently on now. If you can get a hold to it, is kind of falls in the same lines with Grimm. It's called Supernatural.
Yes, I've seen a little bit of that.
Oh yeah, man.
Like on air, like few episodes.
Oh yeah, man. They all the way up in season 12, 13 right now. So you got a lot of that to catch up on if you're into that stuff.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Well,
Favorite
I
movie?
also like. Sorry, continue.
Oh no, I was saying go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
Yeah, I also like stuff like Family Guy and Rick and Morty and all that.
And that's another thing I haven't got on to. Everybody been talking about Rick and Morty, but I haven't started watching it yet.
Yeah. Like in my opinion, like the first 2-3 episodes can get a bit like obnoxious, but once you get used to it, it is actually like pretty funny.
And that's Rick and Morty.
But yeah, in starting Rick and Morty.
Okay.
But yeah, in starting you might find it a little obnoxious.
I've been known to be a little obnoxious.
Yeah, like it's kind of weird. Like Rick is like a really old man who's always drunk, and he always has like a running nose or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Now, what about on the movie side? You were saying a couple of movies that you really enjoy currently.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a big fan of comic books, so I really enjoy Marvel movies a lot. Recently, I've seen Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I just didn't like the fact that they made Spider-Man so dependent on Iron Man. It's like Spider-Man's greatness kind of went down, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like in my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. It's just like I don't know how to really explain it, but it's just like it's exactly what you said. I don't want to try to take what you said and try to explain it a different way. I mean, it's exactly that. He was dependent on Iron Man the majority of the movie until he realized he didn't need him, and he wound up getting the suit anyway.
Yeah.
Spoilers for anybody who didn't see it. But hey, man, you done passed your grace period. It is on Blu-ray here in the next couple of weeks, so sorry if you hadn't seen it yet.
And I used to like this thing, Batman Dark Knight trilogy a lot. That's like one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, Man of Steel was good too, but I don't know what happened to Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. Yeah. Suicide Squad was like, in my opinion, it was a disaster.
I don't know, man, because like, see, with me, I mean, I know of, comic book characters. I don't know so much about the comic book lore and everything. So I don't know the backgrounds of a lot of these characters and their origin stories and everything like that. I know about these characters through cinema And I know those aren't always accurate, you know, if you're basing it off of comic book stuff. So a lot of this stuff, when I'm watching it, you know, it's fresh to me. I mean, I don't know too much about nothing. So it's just like I'm going in with a blank slate. Suicide Squad was okay. I'm not going to say it was the best, but it was okay.
Yeah. I really liked Will Smith performance in that.
I got a thing about Will Smith. It's just
yeah.
Will Smith has got to the height of his career and his acting to me that I don't see him as a character anymore. I only see him as Will Smith playing in another movie.
Yeah.
So when everybody saw what his name was, Deadshot, in that movie, all I saw was Will Smith with a bald head. And it's the same thing with The Rock. You see The Rock in all these different movies, and all he is
yes.
He is The Rock in this movie. You know, he's not a character that he's portraying. He's just The Rock in this movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess they just get to a certain level to where, you know, they don't get lost in the character that they're portraying anymore. They're just kind of being them saying another person's lines.
Yeah, something like a different version of themselves or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's just how I see Will Smith and The Rock. Even Kevin Hart, he's a comedian out here.
Yeah, I've seen a few of his stand-ups. He's like really funny.
Yep. And you can't tell if he's standing up sometimes because he's short.
Nice. Yeah.
See, that was my comedic stuff. Boom. But yeah, man, before we wind down and start wrapping things up, I mean, is there anything that you want to talk about that you're interested in over here on the, I guess what this would be the left side of the world as it compares to over there on the right side of the world?
You know, just that, you know, I would obviously really like to visit America someday. Probably like after this final year of my college, I'm probably going to go to Canada for my master's. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. That was another thing too. It's just like, we was talking about, Canada the other day. There's a lot of, Indian people, Hindi out there in Canada. You know why?
Yeah. I have no idea. It's like, I'm a Punjabi. Like Punjabi is like a region in India.
Yeah.
So I'm a Punjabi, and I've heard like there are a lot of Punjabis in Canada, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I just found that out more recently because one, the professional wrestler I spoke to you about earlier, Jinder Mahal, you know, he's of Indian descent, but he is, you know, born and raised in Canada. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. And then there's a guy that I follow on Instagram. His Instagram page is The Wrestling Classic. You know, he's from Canada. Okay. He's from Canada and he's Indian. And then there's another guy that I had on my show a couple months back. And we were just talking, and he's of Indian descent, and he is from Canada. So I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. If you don't know, I'm damn sure if I don't know.
Yeah. I might have to ask my dad or something.
Yeah. I don't know. They might have something, you know, secret underground stuff that y'all don't know here. They probably got a film cult that's not exaggerated that everybody's flocking to.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and close this thing out, man. I appreciate you giving me your time. I hope I'm not keeping you up.
No, it's okay. And thanks for having me on your show.
Okay. If you got any plugs, any places where people can find you on social media and listen to your stuff, give you some advice, go ahead and put that out there right now.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. My channel's name is Sanjay, SUN-J. You can find me on Instagram. It's called Real Sanjay. And you can find me on Twitter, Real Sanjay.
All right. I mean, I think I follow you on all those things now. So once again, I appreciate you giving me your time and chatting with me for a little bit. And hey, man, I appreciate you for putting your creativity out there in the world for everybody to listen to and enjoy.
Thank you. And again, thanks for having me on your show.
And that's the show for this week, or whenever you listen to the show. See, look at that. I'm bringing more music to your ear holes and everything. But man, it was great to talk with Sanjay, man. It was. I kind of felt more professional, you know, when I was talking to him, whatever. I don't know. I just kind of felt like I had in the beginning, I had, my interview voice on, whatever that shit sound like. But, I felt like I was actually, well, I am kind of doing interviews, but I mean, you know, usually it's just, you know, we talking, we just hanging out, we chilling, but I felt kind of more, you know, like I was an interviewer. I was like, oh, so what do you think about American culture and everything like that? Huh? How's that going for you? You like that? You ever been to America? Didn't sound exactly like that, but I felt like I I sounded a little more proper than usual, but hey, it's whatever, man. Sanjay. I got links in the show description. You can go to his YouTube. I went and I listened after the fact that he called me out on not going to it previous. He didn't say that specifically, but he asked me if I've been, and I ain't gonna sit there and lie to nobody and be like, oh yeah, man, I heard all your shit, dog, or whatever. Cause I didn't. I only heard Time Machine as featured on episode 61 of the hashtag Blackout podcast. Shout outs to Jay and Jared. So yeah, but I went back. What I'm going to submit to you in the bonus content section is the song that I heard originally on the hashtag Blackout podcast episode 61. Shout out to Jared and Jay. And, the song that he mentioned during, the interview, what was it? Butterfly Effect. So that's what you're going to have here in the bonus content section. And God damn it, like I said, this dude is just starting. Baby. Amateur. Just finding this genre of music for the very first time. And he never done nothing like this before. So, like I said, come in with an open mind. Don't be sitting there and trying to daggone crack jokes and all the other bullshit. Because let's think about it. If you can do it, you'll be doing it right now. And I don't think a lot of you are. So you can't talk shit about something that you've never attempted. And you can't be a failure if you don't try. So I'm not calling the man a failure, but I'm just saying you can't fail shit if you don't try shit. You're failing to try. So, I mean, hey, you failing already. If you ain't doing shit, you failing already. Put that on a t-shirt. But hey, let me go ahead and wrap this thing up because you got more music to listen to. You can follow me on Twitter at It's B-Rob. That's ITSBROB. If you want to talk professional wrestling and other general shenanigans, that's the place you do it. Also, the show has a Twitter account and you can follow it at 3R Show. You can go to randomrobcast.com and you can get more information about the show and different ways you can contribute and help the show grow and become something bigger than itself. So I got merchandise. You can buy some t-shirts. I'm currently working on some new designs and everything. Matter of fact, I'm done. I just got to put them motherfuckers on t-shirts. And, you can, use my Amazon links. Just click on it, take it to Amazon. You shop like you normally do. You don't pay extra. Get a little kickback on the end. Also you can become a patron through Podbean, like Brandon McIntyre and Glenn Abbott, who I appreciate oh so much. And, shit, you can just straight up give me some money if you want to. Just hit the donate button down at the bottom. I also got an Amazon wish list. It's just different equipment that I would use for the podcast. You're giving to me to give back to you, you know, but hey, fuck all that shit I just said about contributing and everything. The most important thing you can do for this show is listen, share, maybe throw a comment in or two, give me some feedback, some, 5-star reviews or whatever may have you, you know, stuff like that. The free shit. That's the most important thing. You know, I appreciate all y'all for doing what you do. Retweeting, liking, comments back and forth, some feedback, you know, goes a long way. Appreciate you a lot. And you can follow me on Instagram, hashtag Walmart Log or hashtag 3R Show. So I'm walking through Walmart. I'm doing all the things in the Walmart. I should do like for the P challenge or whatever, but I would just for the Walmart. I rack carts for the Walmart. Can't find nowhere to park in the Walmart. Smell like farts in the Walmart. I'm all up that bitch in down time in the Walmart. I don't know what the fuck I just said right there. Sound like old dirty bastard on a bender, which that don't happen no more because he's dead. Anyway, that's all I got. Random Rambles with Rob is in association with Hush Your Face Entertainment. You hear the outro every time the show goes off. But before you hear that outro, we're going to clue you into some of this bonus content by Sanjay. And I'm done running my mouth, so I'll see you next time. Bonus content.
I remember 10 years ago when I was 10 years old. I'd come home from school laughing with my best friends too. Sit on my couch, check my socks and shoes. Turn on the TV and see cartoons. We had no bitterness, no grudges, no. We'd watch Power Rangers, be in our own imagination. No university, no intention to chase money. No fake friends, just me and my friends in our own dream world and our universe. No politics, no one cares about status symbols. Just innocent sweetness and childish imagination. I wish I had a time machine to go back in time. I live my childhood one more time. The time when I won't have to worry about anything. The time without all the anxiety. I wish I had a time machine to go back in time. I live my childhood one more time. The time when I won't have to worry about anything. The time without all the anxiety. We used to worry about homework. We used to wonder maybe when we get older life gets better. But now we are stressed out more than ever. We have ego issues and we are insecure. We are worried about jobs and careers. The innocence and purity has disappeared in us. We are curious about who's a virgin and who has banged how many chicks this year. But don't worry, life ain't that bad for us. It's necessary for every species to mature and become responsible. Maybe when we are 60, we'll be looking back at our 20s, nostalgic about how we used to be so young and hungry. I wish I had a time machine to go back in time. I live my childhood one more time. The time when I won't have to worry about anything. The time without all the anxiety. I wish I had a time machine to go back in time. I live my childhood one more time. The time when I won't have to worry about anything. The time without all the anxiety. Regardless of how much I diss my childhood, I can't deny the fact that I miss my childhood. I had big dreams and my eyes were hopeful. I'd wish I was a superhero and fly to the bright moon. I wouldn't have to relapse back in depression like deja vu. I won't have to give a fuck about what people thought. I won't have to care about what rhymes I plot. I won't have to worry about what job I got. I miss when me and my baby sis would hear bedtime stories from my mom. I miss when I wasn't an insomniac haunting my hallways at 3 AM. I miss when I could sleep like a baby so carefree. I wish I had a time machine to go back in time. I live my childhood one more time. The time when I won't have to worry about anything. The time without all the anxiety. I wish I had a time machine to go back in time. I live my childhood one more time. The time when I won't have to worry about anything. The time without all the anxiety. They were made for each other, together since 10 years. Their plans of growing older together. Their friends were jealous, they were role models for young couples out there. Romeo and Juliet of the 21st century. But since a couple of months they had adrift in the relationship, the ship was sinking. Every day was an argument and fighting. Busy with his work, he'd come home late, she'd be in her dream world, cried herself to bed. It had been 3 months since they had sex or even hit the first base. But that Monday, he was very happy. He was gonna get a promotion in salary. He kissed Juliet goodbye, drank his orange juice and left home whistling a tune. 5 minutes later, the doorbell rings. She opens the door, smiles seductively. 15 minutes later, he realizes he forgot his wallet. Takes a U-turn, turns back home, inserts the key, click, opens the door. Enters his room, sees his Juliet naked with another man. Tears stream down his eyes, his face is red. Takes his pistol out, fires 2 shots, 2 people dead. A family from a small town shifted to the big city so that the boy could pursue his dreams and study in a world-class university. Unfortunately, he got in the wrong company, started dealing cocaine, heroin and weed to earn some extra money, skipping classes to fuck prostitutes along with stealing and gambling. It was all fun and games till he was all covered in death and started getting death threats. One day he called in sick and didn't go to college due to fever and headache. His dad took out his bike for a ride and used his helmet. A call comes from the hospital at 10 p.m. Some say that the man was murdered by the same gang that sent his son death threats. She had just had a nasty breakup with her boyfriend, drank a lot after the fight that night, felt that the world would end. But there was one person who'd always console her, right by her side, her best friend. "Fuck that dickhead, we are watching a movie tomorrow morning and you can't say no," she said. Next morning she woke up hungover and missed the show. Saw 10 missed calls and 2 texts on her phone. The first text read, "We missed the show thanks to your drunk lazy ass sleepyhead." The second text read with an hour gap, "OMG, you won't believe. Turn on the TV, see the news ASAP." She turns on the news, shocked by what she hears and sees. A terrorist attack on the cinema hall, the same one they were about to visit.
Your face is coming straight to your ears. A podcast network that's changing gears, bringing fresh funky pods with a fresh funky beat. A family of pods that are bringing the heat. There ain't no stopping us. Keep coming back to us, sick ass pods that'll make you hush. www hush your face. www hush your face. www hushyourface.com.